Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be starting a new series on the channel. Basically going to be some just like FiveM development videos. I know a lot of people have reached out to me that's like in DOJ Games HQ, interested in joining the development team or learning more about development, especially server side, server wise I should say. So we're going to start a little series here and hopefully that can help them and get them into the basics. Obviously, FiveM is so extensive and there's so much to it that you virtually can't teach somebody directly how to develop, if you see what I'm saying. Because every situation you're going to get into, every piece of code or resource you're wanting to do is going to have uh, a ton of different variables and different things to it, if you will. But I'm gonna try to teach you guys some of the basics, with different variables and ace permissions and things like that. Hopefully this will help you guys to start with doing some basic stuff, and then hopefully you can learn off of that. I myself, a little story or a little backstory. I'm pretty much self-taught. Trial and error, just seeing how things work. FiveM natives, which we'll get into in another video. Um, using a lot of sources, and you can do pretty much anything you want. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start with some of the basics. We're gonna start with the most basic thing. Okay, before we get into that, sorry. If you're interested in joining DOJ, HQ link in the description. Join the Discord and check out the Twitch. We're at 121 followers, boys. We're going off over there. Having a lot of fun with the streams actually. Been enjoying Valorant. Been playing a lot of that. But anyways, let's hop into the video. So in today's video, we're gonna start at the very, very basics here. I'm just gonna set up a server, right? Because before we can get into creating resources and things, we need something to operate off of. So I'm gonna take you guys along and show you how that's done. Um, First thing you want to do is click download server non-commercial. It's going to bring you to another page here. Now you can read this and do whatever you want with this and everything, but I'm just going to walk you through it. So we're actually going to back up because I want to open a new tab. You're first going to download your artifact server. This is pretty much just like the DLLs and everything you're going to need for the server. So once you download that, you need to make a folder wherever on your computer. I already created one here, FX server 2. You can name it whatever. Make sure you have a folder that's empty, and then what you're just going to do is you're just going to drag all those files or into the folder, sorry. But that transfer over shouldn't take very long. I do have Adobe Premiere downloaded, so hopefully we can get some nice video qualities and some cool edits and songs and different pop-ups and stuff through the video. So we'll see how this video comes out. It's my first time ever using it, so we'll build off of it and whatnot. Alright, so there we go. And close that. Next thing I want to do is download your resources. It's going to be here. Download zip. Save. Excuse me. Boom, 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 boom. Now, a lot of people have said, or if you ever watched a video, they'll typically say to keep the CFX server data master, but you don't actually have to. Personal preference on what you like. I don't like keeping it, so you can just drag the resources folder over. That is everything stock GTA needs with chat and player names, spawn managers, things like that, and that's pretty much good there. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to want to set up your server.cfg. So you scroll down here, this is pretty much the default, and we're going to actually walk through setting that up. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to right click, go to new, text document. And actually before we get into that, I want to help you guys out. Click up here where it says view, go over to the show and hide, and click file name extensions. This will basically enable whenever you are open on a document where you can edit the file extension, so it makes it a bit easier when you're renaming things such as this. You're going to want to type in server.cfg, click enter, yes, save it. A little shortcut for you guys, you can press F2 and it will highlight, and just press Control A and it will highlight everything. But if you press F2 it'll enable the editing. Okay, go ahead and open up your server.cfg here. As you can see, I got it here. You're going to want to paste this all out, or copy it, sorry. Paste it in here. So the next thing you want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and create a license key. So you're going to want to go ahead and go over to keymaster.fivem.net. I'm going to create my key, and then, ready boys, ran into a little bit of an issue there. I actually exceeded my max keys, but it said you can use like more keys even though they are like already used or whatever. So what you're gonna want to do is you're just gonna want to take the change me and delete it and just paste in your key. Make sure there's just one space here, like so. If you want to use Steam API, then you need to go set up an API key, but I'm not going to do that. So basically, if you have Steam, I'm not sure how it all works, but I think if you have like Steam required, you need to have an API key set, or else it's going to throw some errors. I'm not sure. Sorry. So we're going to go back up here to the top. All right, so now that we're here at the top, we're just going to go over some of the configurations. So right here, script hook. If you set it to 1, you're going to allow script hook. So basically, you can allow plugins such as the simple trainer, lambda menu, different client-side things. I think there's even like a skin trainer. So if you set it to 1, that enables that. But if you set it to 0, that means it disables those. We're going to leave it at 0 for now. Come down here. Actually, we'll just go here, sorry. The tags, you can set whatever you can, like it says. You can do drifting, role play, cars, whatever, It'll set that in like your FiveM, like when you look in the server list, it'll show that. Right here's your Archon password. You might need this if you're doing different things, third party wise with different applications and stuff. You might need that. For the most part, you should never have to use it really. Here, depending on what language you use, you can set this to E and US. Pretty much what I am at least, so I'm going to set it to that. But there's some more examples there. Right here, you can set your banner, so when you go to load into it on the FiveM side, like when you direct connect, it'll show it in the top left corner. So basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to set banner detail, back that up, and put your image here. And this one will bring up a banner when you're connecting to the server, so it'll display in the middle of your screen. So your host name. So we need to set this, so it'll, this is the default. So we're going to go ahead and just back that out. We're just going to set it to monkeys YouTube development. Alright. I'm not sure what this one is. I haven't really messed with it much. Oh, I'm sorry. This this is where you set the icon. I'm sorry. I was wrong. So we're just gonna do load server icon and then just paste you're gonna want to put the image in this folder. It'll probably come up to like right up here. And then you'll just make sure you put the name here. So if it's like monkeys logo.png, like that. Obviously we don't have it. Leave that out. This is banners, like I believe obviously there's a connecting one, and I believe this one will show underneath the server info. Not 100% sure. I'm not sure what this does, honestly. So this one, if you uncomment this, it'll take it off the server list. But if you leave it uncommented, it'll show up in the server list. Right here, you can add system admins, so basically they can run commands in games such as restart resources, starting, refreshing, things like that. So basically, if you want to do it, I typically do it through Steam. So you're just gonna do _principal identifier.steam, and then you're gonna put your Steam hex. Obviously, that's not what my Steam hex is. That's just what I'm putting for placeholder, and then group that admin. I'm not sure what these are. OneSync, obviously, we're not gonna have that enabled. And then if you have OneSync enabled, you can, go above. You can do like 128, 1000 OneSync Infinity. We're just gonna put it back at 32. And again, your Steam API went on over that. Alright, so now we need to actually be able to start the server. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and like this, and create a new folder called start.bat. And if you run back here, you can see, set the license key. Oh, sorry, that's Linux. Then from the server folder, you're gonna run this. So when you're setting these up, you only have to put this if you're executing into a different directory. So like C is obviously going to be your default directory on Windows. So if you're executing from me into the E drive, you need to have that set up. Otherwise, it's fine. Anyways, so here you're going to want, so the first one is going to be the resources folder. So you're going to want to come here and copy this. and paste it here. And then this one is going to be just the server. So basically just want to copy that and then remove the resources side, just like that. And then that should work. Not sure what that's about. Go ahead and find the license key. I might have the license key set up wrong because this license key is set up for the server. I don't know if it'll really work, but it should work. Sometimes I know on like the DOJ HQ main servers, sometimes I have to put like that in here. We're actually gonna want to go with. But then sometimes I have to do it this way. I mean, you kind of I don't know. Sometimes you kind of have to have them and then don't have them. Yeah, it's so buggy. But anyways, it'll work. I just have to play around with it. I'm not sure what's going on and why it won't execute it. But again, this license key isn't for this server. But once you launch it, then you can go into FiveM, and I'm going to meet you guys in FiveM and show you guys something you can do. Alrighty guys, now that we are in the main at FiveM screen here, once you launch FiveM up, you're going to want to go over here and go to settings. So me personally, I don't use this function because I don't always use my home hosted server anymore. I primarily use like the DOHQ development server, so I haven't really used this since I reinstalled FiveM because like I said, I literally just typically you can type in a few different things in which I'll show you. But if you want to, you can. So basically, if you want to be able, so there's a, sorry, I'm going too quick. Okay, so there's a development mode on FiveM, and you can enable localhost. So basically, it's going to add a localhost thing right there. Now, once you click localhost, if your server's up, you're going to automatically connect to it. It auto defaults to, what if I could type it in here? 127.0.0.1. That's FiveM's like default localhost IP, right? So basically, if your server's up and you click localhost in the top right next to the settings, you're gonna connect automatically. Now, if you happen to in the server.cfg go up here and you maybe have a couple localhost servers, and maybe this one is 30122, and you're going to have to declare that here when you try to direct connect, or else it won't direct connect you to the right server. Okay, you just save that, and then you can click direct or localhost. Sorry, localhost. Now there's a few different ways or a few other options you could do. You can do in here. You could type in connect localhost, and it'll connect you to your localhost again. Default IP though, so 127.0.0.130.120 as the port. Now, like me, I have a few servers actually because I have 2 for ESX and 2 now for FX. So if I want to connect to one of my ESX servers, you're gonna have to put in a port for it. So one of the ports are 302.122, and you can click enter. Obviously, I can't because the server's not up, but it'll direct connect you to that. So if you happen to change your port in the server.cfg for having multiple servers, you need to declare that when connecting to the servers. Now, you can also do that in the direct connect here. You can change this to localhost and 30122. It'll come up like that. Otherwise, you'll just default to the 30120 server. Alright, boys. Anyways, I think that's going to be it for the video. If you guys have any questions or any recommendations for future videos you'd like me to do, drop a link or drop a comment in the description, or drop a comment down below. I'm so sorry, man. I haven't done a YouTube video recording in a while. Join the Discord, check out the Twitch, subscribe if you haven't already, it really helps. Like, and future videos I'm just gonna be doing, like I said, just more development stuff. We're gonna be building off of each video, so it's not gonna be all over the place. We're gonna kind of go in sync, start from easier, smaller things, and then work our way up and get some more complicated stuff to help you guys out. And again, if you guys want to help out the channel and you guys want to join me on one of these, just message me on Discord. Maybe we can get in a call one time and do some development videos and help out the community. That's what I'm trying to do. Help out everybody that's up and coming or just wants to know more. I'll always love to give back and help you guys out. So I appreciate you. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. I love you guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.